Hello ladies and gentlemen, hi guys and girls, and welcome back to the second part of my tutorial on how to turn a 3x3x4 into an octahedron shaped puzzle. So last week we ended up with a puzzle that looked something like this. We can turn these inner layers here, and then we have the normal 3x3x4 movement. But we will leave the puzzle mid-turn like it is here now. So right now we will have to extend all of these pieces over here and in the middle up here and down here. So first of all, I'm making sure that all of the sides have a rough surface, something like this, but I will go over with some 60 grit sandpaper just to be sure and roughen up the surfaces a little bit more so that the filler sticks better. In the first part I said I would take normal 3x3 cubies and basically glue them on top here and then sand the puzzle down. But as you can see, we really only need like half of a cubie, so I think I'm just going to extend it the way it is right now. So if we look at those pieces now, these are pretty straightforward where we have to extend. So we just have to basically go along here, or like this, go along here and build up material just on top until this surface here can be flat. But for those pieces here, I will have to extend like this basically. So I will mark the pieces where I will have to extend them. So I'll just make marks like this on the outside here, so I know I will have to extend on the inside and not accidentally turn the puzzle or the cubie 90 degrees. Alright, so I have 40 grams of epoxy sculpt now here, 20 grams of each, and I'll just mix them up real quick. So I will take one of these pieces here first. Make sure to wipe them off so that they don't have any dust on them, because the filling material will stick even worse if it's dusty. Then I just take a small part here and try to extend as clean as possible to the top. So here we have one of the edge pieces before and after. I know the filling is not perfect, but we can always sand it down and extend more. Now for these inner edge pieces, I will just extend where I marked them. So I will have to extend the piece like this. And something like this is already good enough, because we will sand it down anyways. Alright, so now for the last piece we will have to extend the outer edge piece. And we will have to extend it basically like this. Let's just leave this piece like this. Probably filled up way too much, but at least I'm on the safe side like this. Alright, so here are the finished pieces now, and it seems that I actually used the perfect amount of filling material, so I didn't have anything left, and I just had to remove a little bit from the first outer edge that I showed you so I could finish the last outer edge. So I will put the pieces in the oven now, 50 degrees, 30 minutes, just like always. Then I'll give them 15 minutes to cool down again, and then I'll start sanding. Here we have the assembled puzzle now. As you can see, the extending is a bit off, so not all of the pieces look the same, but that's not a problem. I will now sand down basically all of the sides here, and then see where I need to extend more or where I have to fill up holes or something like that. And for sanding all of the pieces flat, I will just use my belt sander here so I get the correct angle every time. After sanding all of the sides flat with my belt sander here, puzzle looks like this. So we can already see the real shape it will have. Now we can take a look at all of the pieces separately again. So here you can see we need to extend this piece, this and this more. This looks pretty fine, I think. If we round off all of the corners and edges later, this will not be a problem here. Then these two pieces here need more extending. And yeah, I think then we're already there. And also, while I was sanding all of the sides separately, I made sure to always scramble the puzzle up a little bit so that all of the sides really are even and the puzzle looks the same when it's scrambled. So I prepared 8 grams of epoxy sculpt now. That should be more than enough to fill up all of these small spots here. But before I fill everything up, I will sand the piece down just a tiny bit so that the surface is not smooth anymore. So I will take these freshly filled pieces now and sand down all of the mechanism surfaces. Okay, so after sanding all of the sides flat again, the puzzle looks something like this. I think it's pretty good. Some of the pieces still have some holes in it, as you can see here. And also the gap between these two pieces on both sides is a bit too big. And then we have these two pieces here, where you can see at the bottom and this one just a tiny bit, that the cap that was on this piece, it slid up a bit while sanding because it didn't glue it on perfectly. So I will have to fill up a little bit on this piece as well. A little bit of time has passed now. I took all of the pieces, filled up all of the holes in there, just like on this piece, like this hole up here. So I filled all of the holes up and then rounded off the pieces. You can see one of the outer edges. Looks pretty sweet, I think. And maybe one of the corner pieces. Yeah, so I just rounded off all the corners and edges there. Now I will take a microfiber towel and wipe all of the pieces off, make them dust free. Alright, so now for the spray painting, we'll use the black acrylic spray paint. But I will make sure that I clean the nozzle up here so that I don't get any drops on the pieces. Here we have the finished version now, the 3x3x4 twisted octahedron, and now we just need some stickers. I prepared these 8 colors here, and I will do everything in one shot basically and post a time lapse of it the upcoming Wednesday. So I will not be showing it in this video, but we will get to see the completely stickered puzzle in just a second here. Alright, so I just finished stickering the puzzle. This is the end result. Maybe the colors seem a little bit odd, but that's exactly how I wanted it. And let's scramble it up, right? Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.